Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I am pleased to rise today and speak in my first Easter Adjournment, and I also want to pay tribute to Sir David Amos, who unfortunately I never had the pleasure of meeting. Today I wish to speak about neighbourhood policing and tackling town centre crime, which we were due to debate yesterday, so I thought I would take the opportunity to raise this important topic today. This is particularly relevant for Redhill in my constituency, which has been suffering with increased levels of antisocial behaviour and crime in recent years. Redhill is an amazing town that is the cultural epicentre of our local area. It has undergone significant transformation over the last decade with new developments such as the Rise, which includes the Light Cinema. As a result, I'm pleased to say that more people from further afield are visiting and enjoying all Redhill has to offer. A really positive thing for our local economy, but at the same time we have seen an increase in antisocial behaviour. To address the very real issues faced, the Safer Redhill initiative was established. This is a partnership between Surrey Police, the Office of the Police and Crime Commissioner, Reigate and Banstead Borough Council and East Surrey YMCA to cut crime and foster pride in the town. The project adopts the College of Policing's Clear Hold Build framework, which is a three-stage approach where offenders are cleared from the area and then partners work together to put in place interventions to keep it that way. From drug operations at Redhill train station to plain officers out at night looking for suspicious behaviour, huge amounts have been achieved as part of the Safer Redhill initiative. There have been 155 arrests with a combined prison time of 25 years for local offenders, 86 drug seizures, including 10 kilograms of suspected cocaine, and £89,000 worth of cash recovered and weapons taken off the streets. Madam Deputy Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to thank Surrey Police, especially the Borough Commander, John Vale, and also Lisa Townsend, the Police and Crime Commissioner, for ensuring Redhill got the additional police focus it needed at the right time. But making Redhill safer is not all about police action, it's also about prevention. And that's where East Surrey YMCA has come in. With their qualified youth workers, they have been supporting local young people who are at risk of becoming NEET or offending by giving them the support they need and helping them to thrive and flourish. With their Y bus, they have been getting out and about in Redhill to engage with young people, and I want to thank them today for the important part they've played in making Redhill safer and ensuring a more positive future for the next generation. Safer Redhill is an inspiring example of what can be achieved by the police, the local council and the charity sector working hand in hand, all partners bringing different skills and expertise to the table, but with the same ultimate goal. I want to thank and pay tribute to everyone involved. It's wonderful to see the local community starting to feel safer in the town centre and businesses feeling more confident about their future in Redhill. However, there is still much to do, and I want to speak briefly on some of the other challenges faced in Redhill town centre, time permitting. So first of all, that of pavement parking. Redhill has a fantastic pedestrianised shopping area, however some people mistake it for a car park and even use it as a cut-through. This behaviour by motorists is disrespectful and downright dangerous. Now, there used to be physical bollards in place to prevent access by cars, which absolutely need to be fixed and would go a long way towards addressing the issue. However, we also in this place have a role to play. We must ensure that unnecessary and antisocial pavement parking, like in the case of Redhill Town Centre, is tackled and routinely enforced. This type of parking affects wheelchair users, people with visual impairments and those with pushchairs, making it difficult for them to get around safely. Residents of Redhill have been raising this issue for years now, and we must tackle it. Currently, it is not a criminal offence for a car to park on the pavement, which is to ensure that traffic continues to flow on narrow roads where pavement parking is the only option. But it is an offence if the vehicle creates an unnecessary obstruction. The problem here is what constitutes an unnecessary obstruction, and it's this ambiguity which makes it incredibly difficult for the police to successfully prosecute offenders. As a consequence, we see very few instances of the police enforcing, given the low success rate. I would therefore urge government and ministers to look at how we can make it clearer which types of pavement parking are prohibited and which aren't, so that effective enforcement can be deployed by either the police or even the local authority, creating the necessary deterrent effect. Right, I think in terms of time, I will just thank Madam Deputy Speaker, who has changed. I thank you for allowing me to talk about the wonderful town of Redhill for so long, and the huge amounts of work that have been put into making it safer. But I will now bring my remarks to a close so others can make their contributions.